Hey everyone, Ben here. Ark Invest is an investment firm which specialises in disruptive and innovative technology. Their founder, Cathie Wood, is widely regarded as one of the original Tesla bulls, as she predicted Tesla's monstrous bull run when everybody else was doubters. Ark's active ETFs have actually been the best performing ETFs of the year and actually returned over 100% to shareholders, whereas the S&P 500 has returned a measly 14%. I personally was talking about Ark Invest long before the mainstream media was actually mentioning Ark Invest, but still it's nice to see that they're finally getting the recognition they deserve as a great investment firm. Thus in this video I'm going to be diving into the top 10 stocks in Ark Invest's most popular ETFs. This is part of a whole series I'm doing on all of Ark Invest's ETFs. So if you do want to check those other videos out, I'll leave those in the description below. But before we dive right in, if you're new around here, why not consider joining the investing family by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. If you do find any value in this video at all, even just a little bit of value, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. And if you do wish to know exactly which stocks I'm buying, which stocks I'm selling, and access my entire six-figure investment portfolio, then check out that first link in the description below for the VIP membership group. With that being said, let's dive in. Right, so diving into this ETF, we've got the ARKK, the Ark's Innovation ETF. So this really is the flagship ETF for Ark Invest. Year to date, this has returned 152%, so that's astonishingly high. Congratulations to those investors who invested into ARKK. I was talking about this ETF last year, so congratulations to those of you guys who invested into this ETF. Be aware there is an expense ratio, like all ETFs, 0.75%. That is one of the highest in the industry, but as long as this ETF continues to return great returns, I suppose you can't complain. I personally like individual stocks, so that's what we're going to dive into in this video. So top 10 holdings, kicking things off at stock number 10 is, no surprise, Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. This makes up 9.48% of the ETF. Currently has a price to sales ratio of 25, so you're paying 25 times the company's sales. The previous year's sales growth is approximately 45 to 55%. Now, I did a full intrinsic valuation on Tesla and whether the stock is a good buy right now. So I'll leave a link for that video in the description below. Right, onto stock number 9, and that is Roku, ticker symbol ROKU, and this makes up 6.69% of the ETF. So Roku is the video platform which has become extremely popular during the global lockdown. Price of sales for this company is 35, so you're paying 35 times the company's sales. That is extremely high. So the growth rate for this company is 73.1%, so that's extremely fast and extremely good for a growth company. Balance sheet is also looking quite healthy with a current ratio of 3.29. Okay, so diving into stock number 8, and this is Teladoc Health, ticker symbol TDOC. This makes up 5.09% of the ETF. Now, Teladoc is a leader in virtual healthcare. We do everything else online these days, so why not see your doctor online? Now, I did plenty of videos on Teladoc in the past, and I actually told you guys that Ark Invest was definitely going to make this one of their largest positions. Full disclosure, guys, I am a shareholder in Teladoc also. So let's dive into a couple of metrics for Teladoc. So Teladoc price of sales, 45, so you're paying 45 times the company's sales. That is quite a high valuation for this company. However, let's check out this growth. So the growth rate for this company last interim period to this interim period is 109%. Now, generally, I see a growth stock as one which has grown at least 20%. 109% growth, guys. This is one of the fastest growing companies I've ever seen in my life. Balance sheet is also an absolute fortress with a current ratio of 6.52. Generally, anything over 2 is good, so a 6.52 means the company has plenty of cash on hand to cover any short-term debts and even acquire another company. Okay, so diving into stock number 7, and that is Square, ticker symbol SQ. This makes up 4.64% of the ETF. So Square is the innovative fintech provider, which is very popular with millennials. Their Cash App has proved to be extremely popular, and they even invested into a heap load of Bitcoin. The founder is also the founder of Twitter, Jack Dorsey. So price of sales for this company is 13, so you're paying 13.43 times the company's sales. Square stock has ran up quite a lot recently. Sales growth 139%, so this company is growing rapid also, so very interesting company. Definitely one to watch. Okay, on to stock number 6, and that is CRISPR Therapeutics, ticker symbol CRSP, and this makes up 3.98% of the ETF. So CRISPR Therapeutics is a company involved in the genomic space. So this definitely could be the next generation of medical healthcare, as it basically allows us to alter our genes, removing hereditary diseases. Now, I did a full video on Ark's Genomics ETF, so I'll leave that in the description below for more on that technology. Like many genomics and biotech stocks, the valuations for these companies are extremely high. So price sales for this company is 160. So this is probably the highest on this list. 106 times the company's sales. This is the risk you're paying for with companies like this. Let's check out the growth. The company has had a fantastic growth rate over the past 3 years, 282% on the growth rate for the revenue. So it has had a fantastic growth rate. Last period though, they did have a large decline, minus 99%. Current ratio 16.53, a lot of cash on hand, absolute incredible balance sheet. So they have plenty to continue investing into their technology, into their research. Maybe it'll pay off for the company in the future, and that's what you're betting on when you're investing into these genomic plays. These could definitely change the way we live our lives and actually make people effectively live forever free from disease. But if things don't go well in the short term, they may not bring great shareholder returns for investors. So it's all what type of investor you are. That's what it all depends on with these type of companies. But still, definitely a really interesting company to watch. Okay, on to stock number 5 is Invitae Corp, ticker symbol NVTA. This makes up 3.42% of the ETF. So Invitae is another incredible company in the genomic space. So another interesting player, high risk, high reward play. Invitae, price to sales, much better valuation though than CRISPR. Price sales of 37.96. What else have we got for this company? Growth rate is amazing, also 100% growth rate on the revenue. Past periods around 20%. Balance sheet fortress 4 on the current ratio. So definitely a very interesting company to watch and potentially even invest into. Not too bad of a valuation for this space. On to stock number 4, and we have Spotify Technology, ticker symbol SPOT, and this makes up 3.02% of the ETF. So Spotify Technology, price to sales 6.27. And then we have sales growth around 16.87%. Now, Spotify, the music streaming service, I believe does have a competitive advantage in the fact that its customers can become quite sticky. Because if you've ever created a playlist on Spotify, you'll know that Spotify uses artificial intelligence to actually select other songs which you may also like. And once you've created a playlist in Spotify and you've created a few playlists, you put that work in, would you be inclined to move to a different platform or a different provider? So I personally don't think so for people that are really into their music, but maybe people who don't really use it that much would be inclined to move to other platforms such as Amazon Music, Apple Music, which are major competitors. And that's why there has been a few headwinds against Spotify recently due to this competition. Okay, on to the last 3 stocks. We've got stock number 3, and that is Baidu, ticker symbol BIDU, and this makes up 2.87% of the ETF. Baidu has actually been called the Google of China, and they actually run China's #1 search engine, similar to Google, and also have many other applications in the technology arena. So Baidu has a price to sales of just 5, so you can see how that's massively different than Tesla already. So you're paying just 5 times the company's sales. Chinese stocks do usually come with a bit of a discount, which is great to see. The sales growth has been quite slow though, so we're looking at around 17% over the past few years. That's not exactly slow. Like, I consider a growth stock one which is growing at least 15% per year, so 17% is not too bad. Balance sheet is also okay with a current ratio of 2.65. Anything over 2 is fine. Okay, on to stock number 2. We've got Zillow Group, ticker symbol Z. Now that is a great ticker symbol. So this makes up 2.86% of the ETF. So Zillow is the online real estate marketplace, extremely popular in the US. So diving into the numbers for this company, the price sales for this company is 10.2. So you're paying 10.2 times the company's sales. The sales growth over the past 3 years has been 47.97%. So this company's been going extremely fast. The past period, though, they did have a minus 11.88% decline. Maybe that's a decline in house buyers. So that could be a very interesting sort of red flag to watch for this company. And yeah, the stock did pull back on that news, and that could have been a potential buying opportunity on the stock. However, the valuation is quite high for this company. If you're thinking about investing into another company very similar to this, I'd also recommend checking out Rightmove. This is the UK company. He's the #1 leader in real estate in the UK. Very interesting company to check out and potentially invest into. Okay, so finally, stock number 1 on my list is Proto Labs, ticker symbol PRLB. This makes up 2.61% of ARK's ETF. So Proto Labs is a 3D printing company, another high risk, high reward industry which is growing quite fast. Price of sales is 13, so you're paying 13 times the company's sales. Sales growth 15, so still quite a fast growing company. Not incredibly fast like the others we've seen, but still 15% growth is good for a company. Current ratio 4.47, balance sheet is pretty strong. So definitely an interesting one to watch if you want some exposure to the 3D printing industry. So my favorites in this list, I love Teladoc, I love Spotify. I also do like CRISPR as one to watch and potentially invest into in the long term. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please do comment below. If you guys did find any value in this video at all, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. If you're new around here and you still haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Feel free, join the investing family and turn that notification bell on. If you do want to talk to me directly about your own investing portfolio, about your own life decisions, if you do want to access exactly which stocks I'm buying, which stocks I'm selling, in addition to my entire investment portfolio, then check out that first link in the description below for the VIP membership group. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an incredible day, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Invest safe.